पूरा दिन कल रात से लड़ाइयाँ चल रही आईपीएल के मीटिंग में एंड देन उसके बाद आज प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस भी हुई रोहित शर्मा की एंड देन प्रैक्टिस भी हुआ टीम इंडिया का कोलंबो में वेयर शुभमन गिल वाज आल्सो प्रेजेंट अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल वर क्वेश्चनिंग कि शुभमन गिल नहीं दिख रहे बट शुभमन गिल वाज देयर विद रोहित शर्मा इसलिए फोटो भी डाल दिया हमें जल्दी जल्दी ताकि लोगों को भरोसा हो but yeah, a lot of noise coming from the IPL initially, Mustafa, before we get into India versus Sri Lanka and combinations and KL Rahul or Rishabh Pant in press conference. But a lot of noise, particularly mega auction होना चाहिए या नहीं. A lot of the owners, Delhi Capitals के, Shahrukh Khan, Kolkata Knight Riders के, they're all in favor of not having a mega auction. And what are your thoughts initially going into this? होना चाहिए या नहीं होना चाहिए mega auction?
I mean, अगर आप if you look at it from the perspective of maintaining like थोड़ा सा consistency and building a fan base and everything, then नहीं होना चाहिए. You should be have the small trades and the transfers and stuff can happen. लेकिन आप ऐसा mega auction करे तो then you won't be able to sustain a particular team. Of Shah Rukh Khan and Nas Wadia, the reason why they were arguing is basically because Shah Rukh Khan wants all his players back, and Nas Wadia wants to release all his players and get new players. Now, of course, so it depends on the situation of your club right now. If you're a Punjab, आपको नए player होना तो आपको mega auction जरूरी है. If you're Kolkata Knight Riders, you don't want to let go of your current crop. Yes, you can make slight changes here and there, but वो mini auction या transfers में भी कर सकते. So you don't want a mega auction if you're Kolkata Knight Riders. For me, yes, there is the positive of having a mega auction is कि थोड़ा सा balance रख सकते हैं. Every 3-4 years, the weaker teams can go and buy players in the auction and all that. But if you see the way the IPL has been dominated by Mumbai Indians, CSK, and now Kolkata Knight Riders, it doesn't really, वो जो even बोलते हैं, it's not really even. They still go into the mega auction, they buy better players, or they whatever players they buy, they just get a better job out of them compared to these other clubs. So I think it's fine अगर mega auction नहीं है तो मेरे हिसाब से.
Yeah, बिल्कुल. Teams that want a mega auction apparently are Punjab, Bangalore, LSG, and DC. I mean, that's what exactly like you said, कि भाई the four clubs that would want to rebuild, they want to go ahead and have a
वही
mega.
है.
But who are not in a favor is KKR, Sunrisers, Mumbai Indians, Chennai Super Kings, Gujarat Titans, and Rajasthan Royals. ये 6 teams, so it's basically 6 versus 4 in favor of not having a mega auction. अब ये कितनी पक्की बातें नहीं मालूम, but these are whatever like sources we could find and जो भी हमारे को पता है अभी तक लोग कि भाई ये बात चल रही है कि debate was between Naswadia from Punjab Kings and Shah Rukh Khan over the same कि भाई there should not be a mega auction, and like you said, I think co-retention की वजह से KKR want
वो रिटेंशन का प्रॉब्लम हो रहा था उसको. उन लोग को 8 रिटेंशन होना है, इन्हें बोल रहा है नहीं, बहुत ज्यादा है वो.
8 retention और 8 मैच कार्ड्स होना है. whereas Delhi Capitals are against the impact. Delhi का एक ही प्रॉब्लम है, impact rule. they don't want impact. कल पार्थ उनके जो ओनर है उन्होंने भी काफी देर तक बात करे इस बात पे कि भाई impact rule, and I think impact rule maybe शायद रहेगा is what most of the people are saying, because this did start in the domestic league. मुश्ताक अली ट्रॉफी में जो स्टार्ट करा था the impact rule, and I think उधर पहले जाएगा rather than the IPL. So I think maybe you will see the impact rule probably for one season based on like the way it has been introduced. Maybe that's the way it's going to be removed, but अभी नहीं बोल सकते. अब अपने सनराइजर्स वाले बहुत क्लियर थे भाई, उनकी तो नियत अपनी वालों की तो सिंपल दिखे. 7 people should be retained, no limit on overseas बोल दिए काव्या मैडम. उन्होंने बोले मेरे को पैट कमिंस होना, ट्रेविस हेड होना, क्लासन होना, पूरे मेरे बच्चे वापस होना, कोई मेरे को ऐसा no limit on uncapped or overseas players in retention out of those 7. Choice of discussing with players about retention and RTM at the auction and mega auction every 5 years बोल दिया. उन्होंने बोले election है 5 years के बाद हमारे को give us the mega auction after every 5 years. Yeah, so this is what Kavya Maran has said from the Sunrisers Hyderabad, and I mean we'll agree to that because we want Pat Cummins, we want Travis Head, we want Henry Klaasen. जितने भी हमारे foreign players, obviously all of them are quality, and none of them we wanting to be let go of. Now जैसा कल बोले कि भाई पूरा इतना मीटिंग हुआ, इतने घंटों की मीटिंग हुई, and then they will take a decision in a week's time. Obviously पूरे facts accumulate हो गए, हर टीम की बात सुनी गई है. And yeah, I mean पर्स का भी बोले थे 120 to 130 crores के बीच में. So that's what the purse has been discussed. All the way it could go up to a 140, but mostly 120-30 में खेलेंगे बोल रहे. Maybe 5 retention. Chennai Super Kings want MS Dhoni to be an uncapped player. What are your thoughts on that? Like there was a rule introduced until 2021 where 5 years हो गए धोनी को आप इंडिया छोड़ के and stuff. Now he should be gone back to an uncapped player status. This was a rule apparently before के options में.
It's a joke. Like, what does uncapped player means? You've never played for India. He's already played for India. Like, I don't understand.
चेन्नई वाले के
Huh?
भाई इंडिया के लिए 5 साल के
अब
अंदर इतना गैप हो गया
वो
तो मतलब
definition change कर दे रहे. What does uncapped mean?
yeah, not represented India yet.
Yeah, exactly. So what do you answered the question?
Yeah, I'm not.
Stupidity.
That is what Chennai's wish is because this was a rule back in the mega
Yeah,
auction.
that's a, tell them, call them, tell them. It's stupid. Like it's like, uncapped means uncapped. मतलब खेला ही नहीं उन्हें इंडिया के लिए. और उन्हें 5 साल नहीं खेला, खेला तो है उन्हें. So that means आप लेके आओ फिर सचिन को भी.
5 साल के बाद गवर्नमेंट भूल जाते कि गवर्नमेंट कौन है, चेंज हो जाती गवर्नमेंट. अब तो
Stupid, man.
3 बार मार दिए तो अभी
धोनी के लिए कुछ भी just to keep Dhoni in the know, like is like, yeah, that doesn't make sense.
yeah, I mean, one of the biggest things which I also agree with होना चाहिए, particularly with England players. मुस्तफा ये भी बात करी गई थी कि भाई फॉरेन प्लेयर जो लास्ट मिनट निकल जा रहे उनके ऊपर कुछ एक्शन लेना पड़ेगा. बट लाइक अगेन अगर आप फॉरेन प्लेयर जो ये हरकतें करे अगर उनके बारे में आप 1 मिनट सोच, इट्स लाइक बेन स्टोक्स, it's Jofra Archer, it's big players that have done this thing that they are coming to the IPL but then they decided कि नहीं हमारे को इंग्लैंड के लिए टेस्ट खेलना है या हमारे को नहीं आ सकते. चलो फिटनेस का एक अगर इश्यू है तो आई अंडरस्टैंड but the IPL owners want some kind of a protection कि भाई ऐसी चीज हुई तो in that case there should be something else in that part for them. Your thoughts on that?
बट उन लोग आपको पहले से बता के करते हैं, लाइक तो लाइक यू जस्ट नीड टू कम अप विद अ सॉल्यूशन बिकॉज उन लोग पहले से बोलते हैं कि भाई हमारा टेस्ट सीरीज है स्टार्टिंग इन मे सो वी हैव टू लीव 2-3 वीक्स बिफोर. इफ यू रिमेंबर आल्सो एक टाइम पे 2019 में we lost David Vaughan, a lot of players because वर्ल्ड कप के लिए बुला लिए थे उनके, बट वी ऑलरेडी न्यू तो जो जिसके साथ खेलना था खेल लिए थे. आई मीन आइडियली यू वांट ऑल योर प्लेयर्स देयर फिट रेडी एंड एवरीथिंग. आई एग्री विद दैट, बट उन लोग पहले से बोल के रखते कि भाई हमारे को लास्ट 2 वीक्स में हम अवेलेबिलिटी नहीं दे सकते. अब नाउ इज द फ्रैंचाइजीज कॉल, यू वांट टू पिक देम इन द ऑक्शन, पिक देम. इफ यू डोंट वांट टू and if you don't want to take the risk, then don't take the risk. But that risk will always be there with international players.
So some people in the past apparently also bid कम आए, पैसे कम आए, हमारे को इतना नहीं था, इतना expected था, इस वजह से भी I think they've done these things and that is again not a right thing from the player's perspective because देखो जो आपको मिल रहा आप वो ले लेना पड़ता आपको. You can't that is something of a luck factor as well as your market value, right? Like so you really can't put a finger on it. So I think in those aspects maybe that is not what like Jason Roy थे, Alex Hayes, I think one of these two players or both of these players had taken off because I think they weren't happy with the auction result and stuff like that. But
yeah, but ये तो चलेगा. If you see on the flip side, look at Kane Williamson, Bichara, these guys, like a lot of these guys, they sit on the benches. Big players, Glenn Phillips, they're there, right? Like not everyone is like that. Look at the flip side of it. The treatment of these players is also like they can be playing quality cricket somewhere else. They can be going representing their country or thing. Look, they don't go on international tours. They sit on the bench and they don't participate in the playing 11. So वो भी flip side है. So like I don't think there's a solution for either one of them. There is disadvantage advantages दोनों से. आप बोल रहे ठीक है, player needs to be there, he needs to be present, but also like the treatment बेचारे उन लोग, there's some players who are just sitting there for 2 months and the service is not being used like at all in the game.
क्या counter हो सकता है भाई कि आपको like it is any point of time you can get a call up. You can't like say that and it's a tournament at the end of the day. If you're committing your availability, that means you're available for that period and that amount of money. So you are anyway going into it. You are saying कि भाई मैं ready हूँ खेलने
Yeah,
के
but from a tournament point of view, I would rather see so change the rule, make it more foreign players, and then allow someone like a Kane Williamson to play. Then I'm just saying from the जो owners complain कर रहे हैं, उन लोग भी भाई प्लेयरों को बिठाते वो करते. There's nothing you can do. Like I agree, there is a counter to it, but there's a counter to that also.
There's two ways. जैसा आप बोल रहे भी सही है, बट अगर आप ओनर को से सोचो तो आप कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में ऑलरेडी लिखा के आते हैं ये चीज कि गेम टाइम कमिटमेंट नहीं मिलता आपको, प्लस आपको लाइक अवेलेबिलिटी आप बता रहे. सो दीस टू थिंग्स विल गो अगेंस्ट यू इन टोटलिटी बिकॉज़
या मगर बट वही है कि अगर प्लेयर बोल रहा है कि भाई ही इज विलिंग टू टेक द कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस एंड सेइंग आई एम गोइंग टू लीव, देन वो भी बात वही है कि भाई फिर ओनर क्या कर सकता, कुछ नहीं कर सकता. क्या कर क्या What will he do if he says कि भाई I'm willing, आप मेरे को पैसे, आप पैसे ले लो वापस, मैं जा रहा हूँ, मुझे खेलना है, तो it'll work both ways. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like from either way, there's nothing much you can do about it. What can you do?
But वही है ना, like this, and this is not happening like for the first time. काफी time देख चुके हैं अपन ये चीज़ें, and particularly like England के players या कोई भी player हो, we've seen this a lot. So they want some kind of कि भाई protection रहना ये चीज़ से, कि अगर ऐसा हुआ तो then maybe some impact outside, like maybe they should like be clear with the boards of the respective players जहाँ से आ रहा है and stuff like भाई इन available नहीं रहेगा. Usually ECB प्लेयरों को test match वो time schedule कर. अब you can't say कि आप schedule ना करो matches, but maybe they'll try to come up with some kind of consensus. देखेंगे आगे क्या होता. Techie Live is there in the chat. Anu Bhai is there. He's saying I think mega auction has to happen with retention 5, but next mega auction should happen after 5 years. Uh, yeah, I mean that's again you can at least salvage a little bit of your core in that aspect, and then you can also look for future prospects. I mean 5 to 6 is what people are saying. So okay, bhai, इतने तो retention minimum होंगे.
Yeah, I think five to say fair enough, right? Like पांच छह तो you not half your team, but at least half your 11 you're securing. And then उसके बाद every 5 years अगर आप करें तो थोड़ा सा refresh हो जाता, and there's new players coming into the market and everything like that. But yeah, I think that's fine. But you should. I think that mini auction concept will still be there, right? Like every year, थोड़ा बहुत आप like players जो available, जो नए players रहते, you can pick them up. Now, like for example, like
You
sorry.
were saying something.
No, I think for example, अब Stark and Cummins, they don't show availability for 2 3 years, फिर एकदम से आ गए थे और 25 crore लेके चले गए. Apparently, some players also were not happy with that. Like these foreign players, they keep coming and going, but they just like, I guess it's just like a bit of luck, and it's supply and demand, right? At that time, like they came. Stark, I remember 2 3 years, he also did the same thing. He said, pick me in the auction, then he didn't come, and then his contract was terminated. He didn't play, and then all of a sudden he decided to play last year, and he hit the jackpot. Same thing with Cummins. He played for KKR, but उसके बाद खेला नहीं एक आध साल, then he came back. So yeah, I think that's gonna happen. But I think Indian players, they want to go in the auction now, seeing all these big prices and all that. हम लोग बोल रहे कि भाई हमारे को भी ऐसा रकम मिलना चाहिए. तो maybe so that retention policy. Plus, they're saying some salary cap, right? Increasing salary cap or something like that.
Negotiations हो सकते हैं. So let's say if you are salaried at let's say 30 lakhs for a whole turning, you can discuss and say नहीं आपकी अब market value बढ़ गई. Let's say like Aryan Parag for example. अगर Aryan Parag की before the IPL, this IPL and probably before this India series उनकी value थोड़ी कम होंगी. अब जरा बढ़ गए होंगे with the possibility of becoming an all-rounder, right? So I think उनकी थोड़ी market cap बढ़ जाएंगी. So you can discuss as a franchise कि भाई आपकी salary बढ़ाना है. Do you want to go into the auction? So
ठीक
that
है वो.
fair है वो तो obviously you can't like say that not fair because भाई at the end of the day वो yearly क्या बोलते हैं increment जो companies में होते हैं वो होना जरूरी है, right? And if you're playing for the same amount of money year by year you sort of feel stagnant. तो at least ये तरीके से थोड़ा आप refresh हो जाते हैं, थोड़ा बहुत और आपका वो हो जाता है. But overall like majority तो लोग वही है जैसा अपन बोले 6 teams are in favor of not having the mega auction. 4 are in favor of having the mega auction. Techie Life says अगर मैं biggest problem for Mumbai Indians because Rohit and Bumrah should leave. The Mumbai Indians also have a lot of uncapped players who dominated from the last few years. What are your thoughts? Uncapped players like who dominated? Akash Madhwal एक दिमाग में आ रहे मेरे और तिलक वर्मा capped और ईशान किशन is
I think
capped.
when he came, he was uncapped. I think, right? Tilak Verma.
Yeah, he was uncapped when he
came to.
already. So
Yeah, when he came.
अनकैप्ड तो ऑब्वियसली उनके लिए प्रॉब्लम यही है आई थिंक कि अभी ज्यादा कैप बन गए, उनके अनकैप जो आए थे पूरे कैप्ड हो गए ऑलमोस्ट. सो दैट इज अ मेजर इशू फॉर देम. उनके लिए कैसा हाउ डू दे लुक फॉरवर्ड टू रिटेंशन 5 6? आई थिंक दे स्टिल बी हैप्पी विद 5 to 6 और 7 or 8 रिटेंशन. आई थिंक मुंबई इंडियन ऑल्सो अगर रिटेंशन बढ़ गए, बट अब सब्जेक्ट तो ये है कि इफ द प्लेयर वांट्स टू बी रिटेन, दैट इज द क्वेश्चन फॉर मुंबई इंडियंस. सबसे बड़ा सवाल कि हु वांट्स टू बी रिटेन. सूर्या आई डोंट नो इफ ही वांट्स टू बी रिटेन. मे बी ही वांट टू गो टू अ कोलकाता नाइट राइडर्स एज अ कैप्टन, not Knight Rider, but some other team where he can get captain.
The thing is, the thing you mentioned about the salary thing, Mumbai will work on that. Ambanis are there; they have a lot of money, so they'll work on that. So I don't think every player will, not everyone will want to leave, even though there might be an Rohit Sharma will probably leave, and there will be players who are upset and stuff. मगर someone like Bumrah can be convinced, I feel, because उसका तो झगड़ा हुआ नहीं उतना बड़ा or anything like that. ठीक है, कैप्टनसी नहीं मिली थी उसको, हार्दिक को मिली, but I think they can find a solution with that, and I mean Mumbai can offer good amounts of money as well. The only thing I wish was discussed in this thing was extending that. I mean, one thing was good that I don't want that impact player, but the foreign policy ka they should extend it to 5 players, man. I feel I know it's the Indian league, but if you want to maintain the quality and have good, healthy competition between all 10 teams, I think एक और foreign player पांच कर देना मेरे हिसाब से. I know a lot of people won't like this, but because you have English Premier League also, and वहाँ पे तो है ही नहीं cap like there used to be. Where you needed like 8 people from Scotland, Ireland, England. Like, and now there is nothing. You have like 2, 3 British players playing in the game, but you see the quality of football in these leagues. It's still really, it's really, really good. So that's what I feel. I'm not saying copy it. I'm just saying कि एक extra डाल दो आप like foreign player.
अगर
There's
मैं
too many quality in the bench.
हाँ आई मीन देखो लाइक दैट्स व्हाट इट इज. अब इंडियन प्लेयर्स को भी थोड़ा फायर पावर मिलेगा टू फाइट दैट. अगर फॉरेन एक फॉरेनर आप बढ़ा दो, आई मीन एक फॉरेनर से क्या होता है आपकी
बिकॉज फैज आठ टीम में ठीक है, चार चार आप रख रहे हैं, मगर 10 टीम है अभी. 10 टीम में तो एक बढ़ा दिए तो यू स्टिल हैव अ लॉट ऑफ प्लेयर्स प्लेइंग, राइट? बिकॉज यू स्टिल हैव 2 extra teams. और अगर आप 12 टीम करना चाहे तो फिर और स्कोप है वो बढ़ाने के लिए, बिकॉज कंपटीशन फिर आपका, बिकॉज थिंग इज यस इट गिव्स अ प्लेटफॉर्म टू इंडियन प्लेयर्स 100%, बट इट स्टिल गिव्स द प्लेटफॉर्म. वो प्लेटफॉर्म हम नहीं निकाल रहे हैं एक प्लेयर को अगर ऐड करे तो.
या वही है ना. एंड अगेन थोड़ा बहुत कंपटीशन भी बढ़ जाता है फॉर पीपल हु आर लाइक रेस्टेड कि हाँ भाई इनको तो चांस मिल जाएगा स्टफ लाइक दैट. लाइक अभी क्या मेजॉरिटी प्लेयर्स है, बट आई आल्सो गेट दैट कि भाई डोमेस्टिक लीग है और इंडियंस को प्रमोट करना चाह रहे हैं और उससे वजह से आपके आईपीएल से छाप. बट अगेन देन लाइक वही होता है ना कि डोंट ये बात मत करो कि आप आईपीएल से प्लेयरों को नहीं उठाओगे, तो वो भी एक काउंटर आर्गुमेंट.
मगर वो भी आप कर रहे, राइट? प्रमोट तो कर रहे इंडियन प्लेयर्स को. जस्ट वन एक्स्ट्रा प्लेयर, आई डोंट थिंक इट्स, यू स्टिल हैव अ लॉट ऑफ इंडियंस प्लेइंग इन द लीग.
या
तो आई जस्ट फील दैट कंपटीशन अच्छा रहता.
या बिकॉज फ्रॉम स्क्रैच टीम का कॉम्बिनेशन ऑप्शन में परचेस करो एंड सम टीम्स को तो एक सीजन निकल जाता है टीम का कॉम्बिनेशन बनाने में. सो 11 प्लेयर रिटेंशन होना आई मीन मुश्किल तो है.
मतलब आप यही बोल रहे कि हाँ, आप एक टीम रख लो, लाइक एक कोर रख लो टीम, उसके बाद आसपास जो जो स्क्वाड प्लेयर्स है उसको रोटेट करो. बेसिकली दैट्स व्हाट ही इज सेइंग.
आई थिंक वो एक आइडिया अच्छी है बिकॉज कोर तो एटलीस्ट. बट अगेन 5 to 6 में आपका चलो आई थिंक 8 रिटेंशन जो शाहरुख खान भी बोला, आई थिंक इट मेक सेंस बिकॉज आपकी मेजॉरिटी जो प्लेइंग 11 है आ जाएगी उसमें. लाइक 3-4 तो आप सैक्रिफाइस कर सकते हो, ऐसा नहीं है कि नहीं. एंड आई एम प्रीटी श्योर सबसे पहले मिचेल स्टार्क शायद चले आएंगे उनके पास से अगर नहीं खेलना चाह रहे, या यू नेवर नो विद दैट गाय. सो उनके वैसे ही उनके थोड़े बहुत फ्री हो जाएंगे हाथ. बट या मे बी व्हाट आर योर टेक? यू थिंक रिटेंशन बढ़ाना चाहिए विद आरटीएम और डू यू थिंक मेगा ऑप्शन?
बट इट ऑल डिपेंड्स ऑन व्हाट बोट यू आर सिटिंग इन, राइट? अब हम लोग सनराइजर्स को सपोर्ट करते हैं, अपनी टीम अच्छी है, अपने को चाहिए 8 रिटेंशन. मगर अगर आप आरसीबी के फैन है, आप बोलेंगे कि भाई नहीं, पूरा खुला कर दो मैदान. इट्स एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट व्हाट दे आर सेइंग आल्सो. तो इट जस्ट डिपेंड्स ऑन व्हाट बोट यू आर सिटिंग इन. लाइक द ओनर उन्हें पंजाब का ओनर यही बोल रहा है, यू हैव टू रिलीज, ही वांट्स टू मेक अ न्यू टीम. तो उन्हें इसलिए बोल रहा है. शाहरुख खान डजंट वांट टू मेक अ न्यू टीम. ही हैज अ वेरी स्ट्रांग टीम, ही हैज अ चैंपियनशिप विनिंग स्क्वाड. He doesn't want to break that. So it all depends on what is very situational. I don't think there's any right or wrong in this मेरे हिसाब से. It
मेरे
just depends on आप कौन से बोट पे है, right? Like आप कौन से, like किधर आप.
हो, अगर आप आईपीएल कमीशन हो और आप प्रेसिडेंट हो, आप एक्शन क्या सोचेंगे? सो आई थिंक मेरे को लग रहा है मे बी ये टाइम मेगा ऑक्शन कर देंगे. लाइक फ्रॉम अ
या
पर्सपेक्टिव
अगर आप वो पर्सपेक्टिव देख रहे तो खोलो पूरा. फिर आप रोहित शर्मा को भी डालो ऑक्शन में, कोहली को, फिर मजा तो आएगा आपको, राइट? लाइक then that's fine, but it just all depends on what perspective you're looking at it from.
that's what I'm looking at. If I'm a owner of this league, I would want everybody to be happy. Fair assessment of things is mega auction. Like
But
retention
that won't happen. That half the people won't be happy because the good teams will not be happy with the mega auction.
100%
But but I think if you look at it from the league perspective, it does थोड़ा सा it brings that freshness, balance. मतलब मैं बोलता, हम लोग बोलते balance होता है and everything, मगर आप अभी भी देखो कि 2-3 मेगा ऑक्शंस हो गए, अभी भी वही टीम टॉप पे है. कोई उतना छलांग नहीं मारा नीचे से जो लाइक आरसीबी पंजाब टाइप.
ये क्या होता है मालूम? ये हो ही जान तो मेगा ऑक्शन फिर आपको 5 ईयर का रूल भी डाल सकते हैं. आप धम बोल के एकदम से आप 5 ईयर का रूल नहीं डाल सकते. लाइक बिकॉज नोबडी. So once you do the whole slate refresh, then you implement these new policies. क्या आप बोल रहे हैं आप अगर आप वो 5 year रन कैप प्लेयर्स हैं, महेंद्र सिंह धोनी बनना चाह रहे हैं, 5 years तक आप सर्विस अगर नहीं दिया इंडिया को, उतना गैप आ गया, यू हैव टू देन ये नए नए रूल्स आप बीच में इंप्लीमेंट नहीं कर सकते, इट्स अनफेयर फॉर एवरीबॉडी। आप एक प्लानिंग करते हो कि हाँ भाई 2 साल के अंदर मेगा ऑक्शन या 3 साल के अंदर मेगा ऑक्शन होगा, इस हिसाब से चलो ठीक है। अभी क्या एकदम से आप बोल रहे हो कि नहीं मेगा ऑक्शन, तो फ्रॉम दिल्ली आई अंडरस्टैंड, जहाँ बैंगलोर, दिल्ली, पंजाब जैसे टीम्स आ रहे हैं, और अगर दिल्ली का ऋषभ पंत चले गया तो उनको भी लाइक मुश्किल हो जाएंगी। सो देयर आर अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स। तो मेरे हिसाब से मेगा ऑक्शन अगर कर दिए फॉर हैदराबाद, आई एम 100% से कि नहीं होना चाहिए, बट जनरली फॉर द फ्रेशनेस ऑफ आईपीएल, फॉर द फ्रेशनेस ऑफ द फ्रॉम अ लीडरशिप पर्सपेक्टिव, अगर मैं सोच रहा हूँ आईपीएल में मेरे लिए अच्छा क्या होगा, मेरे लीग के एक्शन के लिए, इट वुड बी अ गुड मेगा ऑक्शन। वहां से आवाज शुरू होगी। जब आप रोहित शर्मा को नए कलर्स में देखोगे, आप जब बड़े बड़े प्लेयरों को नए कलर्स में देखोगे, तो दैट अगेन विल ऐड टू द वैल्यू ऑफ योर ब्रांड। तो मे बी मेरे हिसाब से दे विल गो फॉर दैट मेगा।
The thing is also like Abhi jo hai Rohit Sharma, the reason we're going to see him is because he's already there's a problem that he's had.
Yeah.
Normally mega auctions, because of the retention policy, you won't see drastic changes. You'll see changes, but like Kohli's never moved in a mega auction. Dhoni's never moved in an auction. And Rohit Sharma has not really moved apart from when he moved from Deccan Chargers. That was the first time he moved, and now this will be the second time. And in a span of 16 years, 17 years, that's barely nothing. So if you actually see, the big players will still stay put. Lekin, I think what you're saying is that there will be just thoda sa, yeah, it just makes it more fun, and people are going idhar se udhar. You suddenly see like Abhishek Sharma playing for RCB and then smashing Hyderabad. We won't like that, but like people might like it.
But the
It's
thing
a
is,
freshness, right?
the thing again is like something if drastic happening, Virat Kohli going to Delhi playing for his hometown. So, like I know it's not going to happen, but
But you can still do that through a trade. अगर आप करना चाह रहे वो आप वो if the player actually wants to leave, then you can still do that. You don't need a mega auction, because if you see in mega auction, Virat Kohli is never left in a mega auction. कभी भी नहीं गया उन्हें. Like कितने mega auctions हो गए already, 2-3 तो हो गए रेड मेरे हिसाब से. There's been quite a few mega auctions. उसमें तो कोहली हिला ही नहीं. तो like trade में भी जा सकते. That can still happen without a mega auction.
Yeah, but as a player, अब उनको मालूम है कि उनकी value 24 करोड़ से तो ज्यादा है. So like you said, maybe that would also want them to move it.
Yeah, of course, of course. But that auction ही बंद हो जाएगा. The thing is, you said 130 crore, right? I was trying to do the math. That's actually peanuts from what they're earning from broadcast. कुछ भी नहीं है वो. They can actually make the purse way bigger. वो 130 crore अपने लिए like it's unbelievable amount of money. But if you do it to proportion of how much they're making from broadcasting, it's nothing. They can so if you want to make it really fun, then put a purse of 500 crore and then put everybody in the auction. फिर तो मजा आएगा. फिर then it's a free for all.
वही
Right?
तो like but ऐसे रिस्क तो नहीं लेंगे because obviously like fan basis पर
भाई उन लोग इतना पॉकेट कर रहे, they can easily increase the purchase the purchase क्या बोलते the purse.
कॉन्ट्रैक्ट फॉर फॉरेन प्लेयर्स का वही रखो कि पूरा आईपीएल अवेलेबल हो, देन यू कैन पार्टिसिपेट इन ऑक्शन। ये फॉरेन प्लेयर्स की वजह से ऑक्शन में पूरा अमाउंट स्पेंड कर रहे बाद उन्होंने अनअवेलेबल अगर हो जाते हैं, उससे अच्छा 4 से 5 प्लेयर आएंगे तो जो अवेलेबल है वो परफॉर्म भी करेंगे। आई मीन फेयर पॉइंट।
बिल्कुल, बात तो सही है, मगर आप कर क्या सकते हैं? बात तो सही है वो, लाइक बट देयर इज नथिंग यू कैन डू. दीस प्रॉब्लम्स हैव बीन हैपनिंग फॉर अ लॉन्ग टाइम.
But again, contract.
भाई अपने साथ अब केविन पीटरसन, he's been a Deccan Chargers player and a Sunrisers player, for your information. Deccan Chargers bought him after 2-3 years. Sunrisers they bought him also. He was bought twice from Hyderabad, and I didn't see him play one game in Rajiv Gandhi or for the city. He's not played one game. So this is something that as fans we have gotten used to, we've been immune to. Yeah, like you want to change it, but there's nothing we can do. They have to decide that. And look, now when it comes to the thing, the England player thing, the test matches, that was already decided from before. आपको मालूम है. And even Australian players, like if they're going for the World Cup, आपको पहले से बोल देते. Now as a franchise, of course नुकसान तो होगा, but you just have to find the next best option. And yes, I understand from owner's point of view आप क्या करेंगे, but I don't know what can you do. Like either you just like you pay them so much money by saying that like you have to stick with us.
On them, like say कि अगर आप नहीं आए तो आपको 1 साल के लिए आप ये
फिर आपका ही नुकसान है, right? For example, if you put like if you for example if like a Josh Butler doesn't play in the IPL, it's Rajasthan Royals का पूरा fan base like आधा तो बटलर के fans है, तो like, and it impacts the quality of the league also, not just the fans. It impacts the quality of the league. आप अगर मना कर देंगे बड़े player को from playing, then आपका खुद का reputation गिर जाएगा. Not reputation, quality of the sport. So the brand will go down. Not necessarily the reputation, but yeah, the brand will go down because इतने बड़े player खेल रहा नहीं, फिर आपका ही नुकसान है उसमें.
अब जैसे राजस्थान रॉयल्स के मेन मैचों में जाके जॉर्ज बटलर वेंट ऑफ टू प्ले पाकिस्तान एंड इंग्लैंड, राइट? लाइक दैट वाज वेरी hurtful for them.
But you, but he has already informed this, and they bought him on that basis. It's not like he screwed them like that. They were happy with that. They said, "ठीक है," like happy in the sense that they were aware of it. They said, "Okay." They didn't make a huge. I don't remember a huge fuss because उन लोगों को पहले से मालूम था उन्हें जाने वाला है.
लाइक वही बोलना चाह रहा हूँ कि लाइक आरसीबी के अगेंस्ट जो मैच
अब
खेले
अभी आप मेरे को एक बात बोलो. फॉर एग्जांपल लाइक अब ये नहीं हुआ, बट लाइक अब वर्ल्ड टेस्ट चैंपियनशिप आ रहा है 2025 में. आई नो लाइक इट वोंट हैपन बिकॉज़ लास्ट टाइम इट डिडंट हैपन. 2025 में वर्ल्ड टेस्ट चैंपियनशिप फाइनल हुआ. गौतम गंभीर सडनली बोलता, भाई 2 हफ्ते पहले सब रिपोर्ट करना.
हाँ वो
किधर? लॉर्ड्स पे. फिर so that's what it is, right? अब now I know that won't happen, but like these other international cricketers, that's what they do. Like they go and report. Butler, why did he go? Because there's a T20 World Cup coming up, and he was captain. The same reason why David Warner did it for like for Sunrisers when he had to go for the 50 over World Cup. He left in 2019. I think Williamson or someone took over the captaincy, but we lost 2-3 players.
That we saw in the 100 weekly contracts. जैसा आप 4-4 हफ्ते खेलो, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट उस हिसाब से बना, जैसा 100 में बनाए थे.
वो ठीक है.
मोहम्मद आमिर has played 3 leagues in 1 month. He's played G20, he's played 100 and
yeah.
भूल रहा हूँ कौन सा.
But apparently, I don't know the exact thing. I have to do research on this. But apparently, there's certain number of games and stuff like in your contract. Like even if you're benched, right, you don't get that amount. Like there's something in your contract. I think you do get paid, but if you don't play more than 3-4 games, kuch katta. Like there is something in the contract that we're not aware of, where game time and everything is also a part of it. So for example, if a player does miss the season or gets injured or something, there is something in the clause. I don't know exactly what it is. That's what I have to figure out, because it's not just कि भाई पूरे पैसे मिल रहे all the time, कुछ भी करना है करो, वैसा नहीं है. Like it's not like that. That's what I was told.
ये भी अच्छा है ना भाई कि इतने हफ्ते तो गारंटी है बंदे की, चलो उसके बाद जो करना है कर लो. लेट्स सी, आई मीन वो तो खैर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में घुस गया अपन. बट या आई मीन आईपीएल का ओवरऑल अगर हम आपको एक ओवरव्यू दें, मेगा ऑक्शन होना या नहीं होना, ये लड़ाई चल रही है कंसिस्टेंटली बिटवीन द आईपीएल फ्रेंचाइज ओवर्स. कल मुंबई में ये मीटिंग हुई थी जहां पे शाहरुख खान एसवाडिया वर अगेंस्ट ईच अदर इन अ हीटेड आर्गुमेंट फॉर 15 to 20 मिनट्स. ये आर्गुमेंट चलते गए कि भाई मेगा ऑक्शन होना नहीं होना, होना नहीं होना. सनराइजर्स want 7 retentions, they want no like stoppages on foreigners and uncapped players. अगर 7 retentions है तो उसमें से किसी को भी कितने भी number of foreign players कर लें दो या uncapped, आपकी decision है. Because obviously उनको चाहिए Pat Cummins, उनको चाहिए Henrik Klaasen, उनको चाहिए Travis Head, and yeah, maybe Hasaranga as well, I'm not sure, but yeah, these are the players like probably they'll want to get. And uncapped में अब अभिषेक शर्मा भी uncapped में नहीं आता भाई, तो वो भी देखना पड़ेगा.
नहीं आता हाँ.
To that, but for CS के 2 डिमांड थे. एक ये था, नहीं एक ही डिमांड था कि उनका अनकैप प्लेयर महेंद्र सिंह धोनी बन जाए. बिकॉज 5 साल एक रूल था पहले के ऑक्शन में कि आप 5 ईयर से ज्यादा अगर आप रेगुलर नहीं कर चुके और वो गैप आ चुका है इंडिया में, तो आप एज एन अनकैप प्लेयर आप आईपीएल में घुस सकते हो. बेसिकली वही सेम लॉजिक ऑफ इलेक्शंस टाइप के, भाई 5 साल के बाद गवर्नमेंट बदले तो वैसा उनका स्टेटस बदल देना चाह रहे फ्रॉम अ कैप टू एन अनकैप प्लेयर, व्हिच doesn't actually make sense because Dhoni is one of the most prolific captains and उनकी weightage अलग ही थी. अगर आप captaincy wise रखो, not maybe as a player but as the brains in an organization, उनकी बहुत ज़्यादा value है. And second part जो Delhi Capitals के हैं, he doesn't want impact player. He's just against impact player. Like particularly he did a whole interview also on it after the meeting के with I don't want this what do you call impact player, and it's been hindering all-rounders ki growth, and we have to look into this. And a lot of people have raised Mustafa question against this impact rule, even players. So I mean, if it gets removed, it's good, but most of the people are saying कि भाई शायद ना हो ये चीज.
So they said because the sponsor, right? Because फिर अब क्या है, Dhoni and these guys can play as impact players, then it becomes you can It helps the sponsors. If these big players who are getting closer to retirement, they can still play a game without fielding. तो sponsor को help होता है, extra player भी खेलता. But मेरे हिसाब से they should get rid of this rule, man. I'd never liked it. Like ठीक है, एक साल देख लिया उसके बाद. I'm open to change. I watched it 1 year. I didn't like it. I watched second year. I didn't like it even more. And it impacts आपका
Yeah,
फ्यूचर क्रिकेट भी देखो. अब देखो रयान पराग उन्हें कितने ओवर डाला ये T20 में, 4-5 तो डाल दिया होगा सीरीज में. उन्हें राजस्थान के लिए कितने डाला ओवर्स? आई डोंट रिमेम्बर, एक या दो उससे ज्यादा तो मुझे तो याद है. आई डोंट इवन रिमेम्बर सिंगल ओवर दैट ही बोल्ड. मे बी ही बोल्ड वन और टू, बट he hardly bowled. तो like it does impact your own Indian players as well. आप इतना बोलते हैं कि भाई ये league should improve us, then you need to get rid of a rule like which hinders your growth of all rounders.
या 100% सही है. अभी इंडिया वर्सेस श्रीलंका की तरफ मुड़ जाएंगे मुस्तफा भाई. प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस हुई
Yeah.
रोहित शर्मा की, वेयर ही वाज फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन में थोड़ा आई थिंक आई डोंट नो ही लुक्ड अननोयड, बट आई डोंट
You think you shit about Surya's captaincy, yeah?
क्या करना सूर्या के कैप्टनसी से. एंड द वे ही गिव अ लुक टू इट मीडिया के, क्या पूछ रहे हैं मैं हूं कौन और ये बात चल रही क्या रही. What did you understand from that? I thought he just got up from the sleep. नींद में से उठ के उसको पहला सवाल सीधा.
Yeah, no, I'm not. It's just that उन्हें like he was just trying to say कि like अब उन्हें कुछ भी बोलेंगे, right? It can go left or right. So he just wanted a neutral statement. So he said that they just started playing. Let's see how it goes. अब ज्यादा तारीफ करा तो बोलते भाई मुंबई का है, कुछ गलत बोल दिया तो फिर प्रॉब्लम है. तो I just thought he wanted to try and avoid it. So he said कि भाई just the start of his career. Let's see his captaincy career. Let's see what happens. बोल के.
केएल राहुल वर्सेस ऋषभ पंत का बहुत चल रहा भाई आर्गुमेंट हो. एंड ही आल्सो लाइक रोहित शर्मा पर्टिकुलरली ऐसे जवाबों को लाइक ऐसे सवालों को ऐसे जवाब देते, राइट? लाइक इट्स अ गुड हेडेक टू हैव दिस काइंड ऑफ क्वालिटी. इट्स लाइक अ वेरी कॉमन स्टेटमेंट उनका बन चुका है कि जहां पे जब भी ऐसे दो मुश्किल डिसीजंस होते हैं बिटवीन लाइक टू प्लेयर्स लाइक केएल राहुल, ऋषभ पंत, या any other top players like Shubman या यशस्वी or someone, he said this is like a good headache to have. अच्छा सर दर्द है, ऐसे इतनी क्वालिटी इंडिया में और इतने क्वालिटी है मेरे टीम में कि मेरे को I have a very good chance, a very good variety of choices, right? So he just mentioned that. But in your opinion, KL Rahul versus Rishabh Pant, what do you think should happen there?
I would play Rahul as a batsman and Pant as the keeper. You see, like there was a period of time both of them were not even in the team. Like they weren't really like maybe in different periods, but there was times when they're both not in the team. Who actually cemented their place? Like nobody really did. Sanju Samson, Jitesh Sharma, Dhruv Jurel. Not many people. I don't remember anybody cementing their place in place of these two guys. So I think that Rishabh Pant should be your keeper batsman. I know there's a lot of criticism and everything like that, but bhai, he's like he's still an excellent player. He is a match winner, and if he doesn't perform, then someone else should step up and perform. वो भी नहीं हो रहा, right? कोई भी ऐसा आके आग तो लगा रहा नहीं. KL Rahul, the reason why I don't want him to keep is because he's had a lot of injuries. He's gone through a lot. His ODI average is outstanding. I think in T20s he needs to improve, especially his strike rate. Like in one days, he's been outstanding. He had a fabulous year. Last year, he came back, scored 100 against Pakistan. I was there for that game. Then he scored brilliantly. I think 250s and 100 in the One Day World Cup as well. So I think he should just stick to as a one-day batsman and let Pant do the keeping. And then the other people, when they get a chance, they need to make the most of it. Like these 3, 4 guys that I mentioned, they didn't really cement the place when these two were absent.
Yeah, 100%. I think but for KL Rahul ka, like I know I'm against him mostly, but he's not done anything wrong to lose his spot. And ODI is what I'm gonna say, because वो number 5 spot पे आके he's played decent
Yeah, it definitely is.
एंकरिंग रोल अच्छा खेला. अब इसमें क्या है, श्रेयस अय्यर भी है, तो श्रेयस अय्यर में भी आपके 4 नंबर पे आएंगे, 3 पे विराट, शुभमन एंड रोहित विल ओपन, एंड देन केएल एंड ऋषभ एंड अक्षर. यही कॉम्बिनेशन देखने को मिल सकता है अपने को. एंड देन सिराज, अर्शदीप एंड हर्षित राणा will he be making a debut for you, or do you have anyone else that you would think you'd look
Yeah,
at?
I think I would go with Harshad Rana, just test him out and see उन्हें कैसा लगता है. Arshdeep भी is also going to be a test for him because normally मैं T20s में देखता हूँ उसको, अभी उसको 10 ओवर डालना पड़ेगा. It requires different stamina, different type of skill, and let's see how he bowls in that middle period. The 30-35 overs वहाँ पे उन्हें कैसा डालने वाला है. So I'll keep a close eye on him. Doesn't have that experience like Siraj, Bumrah, and Shami in one day. So देखना पड़ेगा how Harshit Rana, Arshdeep, how they do the job in the fast bowling department. That is a question that I'll be looking at. Also, in terms of all-rounder, will they play Shivam Dube? Will they play Ran Parag? I think conditions यहाँ पे you can go with someone like a Parag. Also, Pakistan में दुबई में अगर चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी रहेगा इन द सब कॉन्टिनेंट, तो वहां पे भी आप शायद यू कैन गो विद स्पिनिंग ऑलराउंडर, वहां पे आप बच जा सकते, बट विद नो हार्दिक पांड्या देयर दैट ऑलराउंडर स्पॉट इज आल्सो अप फॉर ग्रैब्स.
बिल्कुल या 100%. ऑल्सो उनको रोहित शर्मा को गंभीर के बारे में पूछे भाई, उनकी पर्सनालिटी लाइक द्रविड़ सीरियस थे
हाँ.
एंड टुवर्ड्स द एंड ही बिकेम मोर जॉय. गौतम गंभीर बोल दिए खुला कि भाई गंभीर इज वेरी फनी इन द ड्रेसिंग रूम, अंदर उन्होंने बहुत ज्यादा he makes jokes and stuff and we've seen that. विराट कोहली के साथ गौतम गंभीर काफी हद तक he's enjoying himself. दोनों के ऐसे फोटो ला रहे, ब्रोमांस इन द एयर वाला मसला चल रहा वहाँ पे. So it's good to see that कि भाई they've moved on from the IPL thing. They're way obviously big people and they moved out of whatever people were thinking भाई साथ खेलेंगे नहीं खेलेंगे फलाना टाइप का. Now you see that like laughing over everybody's thoughts कि भाई गुस्से में है, लड़ाकू है, दोनों एक के साथ एक नहीं खेल सकते और they can't stay in the same room, but proving wrong. But yeah, रोहित शर्मा उसके ऊपर clearly बोले कि भाई उन्हें obviously it'll take time for him. मतलब as a coach we know what he's capable of doing. मैं साथ क्रिकेट भी खेला उनके, तो I know how he thinks and stuff, and with time.
Yeah, that's how it should be. Like, I mean, you can have fights, arguments, thing, bro. In basketball, though, you saw like there's a basketball player called Draymond Green. He though knocked out his teammate in practice, smashed him in the face, and when a girya flat like and thing, and then they played the season. Like so, like like the heat of the moment में चीज़ें होते हैं, like it's fine, like you move on from it. The thing is, अपने culture में काफी दिल पे ले लेते बात, and then we don't talk to each other. Ego comes into in between and everything, but these things happen. Kohli and Gambhir, they fought on the field. They're friends now. Like it's fine. Like you don't have to be the best of friends, but now they're working together. I'm sure everything is good. Past is in the past.
Past is in the past. And well, 50 over
Who
template.
asked that question?
Who asked that question?
It was you and Kripanch's friend. He asked that question and about Gambhir, right? The one how about smiling and all that. Yeah, someone you know.
I know. I
Your
didn't
friend.
watching the press conference very didn't catch it, but yeah, 50 over template changes के बारे में पूछे कि भाई what are they going to play, aggressive रहेंगे. 50 over World Cup का example देते हुए सवाल पूछे कि भाई the way we played in the 50 over format in the World Cup, fantastic cricket खेले, and do you see any area of improvement? So yeah, I mean he just said कि भाई normal जो areas में improve करना है, where we lost the game and stuff like that, and uh, aggressive तो रहेंगे, but also we'll read the situation and stuff like that. So I mean very mellow, like light hearted press conference थी. हंसना भी था वो लास्ट के सवाल में जब उनको पूछे इज देयर एनी डिफरेंस T20 छोड़े बात, तो ही जस्ट सेड लाइक रेगुलर आई फील रेस्टेड एंड देन बड़े टूर्नामेंट के लिए बुला लेते हैं वैसा. ही जस्ट फेल्ट के भाई सेम सेम चीज, इतने ज्यादा फर्क नहीं पड़ा. तो इवन द प्रैक्टिस आल्सो, प्रैक्टिस के बारे में भी थोड़ा लाइक इट वाज नॉट वेरी इंटेंसिव ट्रेनिंग सेशन नहीं था. कैचिंग प्रैक्टिस हुई, विराट कोहली, शुभमन गिल, ऑल ऑफ दीस गाइस वर प्रेजेंट फॉर द what do you call catching drills and light running, light warm, because match से पहले nobody is going to practice intensively, right? Like hardcore training नहीं होंगी आपकी. 3 दिन में से I think 1 दिन washed out हो गया था कोलंबो में, but yeah, you probably won't want to be sore कल सुबह जब मैच है एकदम से आप थके थकाए से आपके मसल्स पकड़ लिए, इसलिए लाइट ट्रेनिंग थी, आज ज्यादा नहीं हुआ. थोड़ी बैटिंग थोड़ी bowling and like whoever wanted to do it, not everybody batted, not everyone bowled, but catching practices हुए, normal drills हुए. And yeah, I mean, just perfect way to practice just before a big game.
Yeah, I think they're going to be up for it. There's only 3 matches, so वो भी पूछे थे, right? Like this is preparation for Champions Trophy. उन्हें बोला कि it's still an international game. We have to give it our best, and yes, we can learn and experiment a bit here and there, but we're here to win and achieve something from the series. So yeah, I think they are confident and look good. Let's see how the series pans out. I think India are like firm favorites यहाँ पे, but Sri Lanka again in their conditions can cause problems. There might be times where India can be tested. और आप पहले भी देख चुके हैं ये team like Rohit, Kohli. It's not like they've always beaten Sri Lanka. There have been times they've lost, so they'll want to be on their best level and give it their best. Because इसके बाद थोड़ा सा break है, 3 हफ्ते तो break होगा बड़े प्लेयरों के लिए until that Bangladesh Test series. I think all players. I don't think India is playing for a good 2-3 weeks. So it'll be, I think, a good challenge for them, and they should be confident going. It's good to see them back, man. Like थोड़ा time हो गया, एक महीना हो गया since we saw them in Barbados in the Caribbean, और अब उन लोग यहाँ पे खेल रहे. Let's enjoy it, because again, like I said, I've been saying it this whole year. We don't know how much we're going to see these guys play together, especially Kohli and Rohit Sharma. So let's enjoy it and see how they play, and hopefully get off to a good start. I'm excited to see Jaiswal. No, Jaiswal's not there, man.
Just
Who is
not
the Shubman Gill? Yeah, I'm not like I
like
was about to
let's
say I'm
say
excited to see Jaiswal. Huh?
Yes, you're excited to see Shreyas Iyer, who is also started bowling in the nets. So सब
Yeah, I saw him bowl. I mean, they've been bowling always, man. अब like थोड़ा सा नया वो दिखा रहे हैं and stuff like that, but they've always bowled these guys. Like I've seen
I mean they bowl,
even
but
Jaiswal bowl in the nets. I've seen
अभी क्या है, देयर bowling to fit into the squad. पहले क्या था, bowling कर लेते थे just to roll their shoulder over and arms like whatever. हाँ भाई आती bowling बोलने को बोल सकते, बट अब क्या है, ऑलराउंडर की रिक्वायरमेंट बढ़ते बढ़ते वो चीज इतनी इंपॉर्टेंट हो गई कि अब नाउ एवरीबॉडी
नहीं वो पहले भी थी रिक्वायरमेंट कब नहीं थी रिक्वायरमेंट तो हर वक्त थी इफ यू कैन बोल इट्स ऑलवेज एडेड बोनस
यानी कि अभी इट्स बिकम लाइक P0, like बहुत important
No,
टास्क.
I think what happened is when this Surya and Rinku bowled. After that, it's like they're just showing. Oh, look now, all the batsmen are bowling, but they always did. You've seen Surya bowl in the net. You've seen. Otherwise, अगर खाली बोलने के लिए उन्हें अगर डाल रहा था, he wouldn't be able to hold that last over like that. He practices bowling properly. You've seen it like first hand. उन्हें proper like डालता जडेजा इन लोग को हम देख चुके हैं उन्हें अच्छा proper डालता तो it is they always practice. Yes, there is more of a requirement, but there's always been a problem. Like always been a problem in the last couple of years with this team. अब वो दिखा दिया उन लोग ठीक है. Like he's Shreyas Iyer is bowling now. Let's see if he gets some. I want to see Rohit Sharma bowl, man. He's a good bowler.
रोहित शर्मा.
Yeah, he has a hat trick in the IPL.
Yeah, a person who can bowl is not bowling like Shivam Dube. वही समझ में नहीं आता है. Shivam should bowl.
Yeah, he's not Shivam Dube. विराट कोहली कैन बोल अब रोहित शर्मा इज अ गुड बॉलर मैन सीरियसली उन्हें 5-6 साल से क्यों नहीं डाल रहा मेरे को समझ में नहीं आ रहा can hold one end up. So then, what is your 11 then? There is no Jaiswal. So Shubman Gill, Rohit Sharma opening the batting.
रोहित शर्मा, विराट कोहली, श्रेयस अय्यर, केएल राहुल, ऋषभ पंत, अक्षर पटेल, उसके बाद आपके अर्शदीप, सिराज, हर्षद को दे देंगे, या मे बी लेग स्पिनर कुलदीप यादव. या
So no Ryan Parag in your team.
no Ryan Parag for this time, but
No Ryan Parag. You're gonna go with Rahul and Shreyas Iyer.
yeah, because one
Yeah,
day
I mean,
कम से इतना भी Ryan Parag को दे दे chance. Maybe they might go with Ryan Parag, but I just feel maybe they might not and give KL Rahul the much deserved spot because he 50 overs में he's not done wrong. So I don't think they'll steal that away from him. मेरे हिसाब से.
yeah, and he also has to get back into the zone. He's not played for a long time, so उसको भी आके rhythm में आना है properly and yeah, he's not been injured. Right? He's just not picked in the T20 World Cup.
He wasn't
That's it.
he played the IPL, right? And then he just didn't.
He was fine. He didn't get injured in the IPL, right? This time. Last time he got injured. So yeah, like let's see how he gets into that rhythm because I have not seen him play for a long time. So let's see how he goes on. And yeah,
I
I
think
think that
matches like Ryan Parag, Washington Sundar, इन लोगों को नहीं मिलेगा शायद मौका. So that's where I'm backing Kuldeep and Akshar and Siraj and all of them. जो T20 World Cup से return कर रहे, now they'll play. Those were like who played the T20 in Sri Lanka, they might not play.
and your lefties will be Pant and Akshar Patel in
Pant
the with the bat. Huh? There's no Jaiswal, man. Like Jaiswal would have been good in one days. I feel. अब
100%.
उसको टेस्ट और T20 खिला रहे तो स्क्वाड में तो रख लेना था उसको मेरे हिसाब से like again there's always ifs and buts but I would have liked to see Jaiswal there but Shubman Gill is another one there is going to be a lot of scrutiny on him because you know everyone's saying they're passing the baton on to him he's the next big thing in Indian cricket vice captaincy मिल गई उसको T20 cricket में तो they're looking at him as someone to lead India not only as captain but like as a batsman take them forward as a nation like how Virat Kohli did you know, along with his colleagues like Jaiswal and these guys. So there is going to be a lot of pressure on him, and if he can score runs consistently on a consistent basis, then it'll be good for Indian cricket future. Mein. So Shubman Gill ka bhi performance. He's your right now. He's your all-format player, along with probably Rishabh Pant. These two are your all-format, and Pant is also getting in to full fitness. He's not 100%. Like so, you'd say these two are probably your
अभी तक तो सिर्फ T20 क्रिकेट ही खेला है. This is going to be his first 50 over game. Since
Yeah,
he's
it's going to be a good test for him. Yeah, it's going to be a good test for him. So these guys, plus maybe Siraj play all format, the rest are specialized. So these 2-3 young players will look पे जिम्मेदारी रहेगी. Like there's going to be responsibility on them for them to perform, to score runs. I think we should enjoy this series. Look, these guys won a World Cup just a month ago. So like, let's just have fun. See, we should play some aggressive cricket, entertain us, and we should enjoy it. I think. It's just a good build up to the Champions Trophy, and it's still a series, international series. So let's see, like Rohit Sharma said.
या 100%। अब भी तो देखेंगे। अब कोलंबो में फर्स्ट ओडीआई कल है। आज वी रैप्ड अप विद आईपीएल, वी स्टार्टेड विद आईपीएल एक्चुअली, लॉट ऑफ इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स
Yeah.
थे। एंड देन उसके
What's
बाद
the weather like there? कल बारिश का है कुछ?
आई डोंट नो एक्चुअली। आई थिंक बारिशां तो हो रहे थे, बट अभी आज तो प्रैक्टिस हुई, सो आई एम गेसिंग मे बी इट वर्क्स। लेट्स जस्ट
Yeah,
चेक।
वहाँ पे कोई भरोसा नहीं है. Like,
कल
yeah, it shows in the night it's raining today, but tomorrow
और भी बता रहे
precipitation chance 70%. थोड़ा बहुत बता रहा. हाँ.
10% precipitation चांसेस है, तो देखना पड़ेगा। कल शायद
Sunday को clear है. I think the second one day is Sunday, तो clear है जब.
कल शायद बारिश की हो सकती है चांस, बट लेट्स सी। आई मीन वील वेट आउट एंड सी दैट। ओलंपिक्स का देख रहे हैं यार, वो कैसा मौत डाल रहे पूरे।
Very sad.
आज तो सैड हो गया। कल कल अच्छा दिन था, बट आज इट वी स्टिल मैनेज टू गेट अ ब्रोंज मेडल टुडे। स्वप्न 50 मीटर राइट।
या ब्रॉन्ज मिल गया, मगर वो कल
बट
टेबल टेनिस से दौड़ गए उन लोग, फिर भी दे competed really well. Like, I have no problem with them losing because they were playing against these
पूरा
crazy opponents. One was world number one, one was world number eight, तो मुश्किल था. मगर ये वाला है बैडमिंटन का तो बहुत सैड था, ये डबल्स का. They should have won easy. They playing. So I told you also the second said why the hell are they playing? You said not okay. They'll come back. Feet move. कुछ भी feet movement, कुछ भी move नहीं हुआ. They made stupid. The thing is, you know what pissed me off? Not that they not because they were losing at that time. The reason why I was getting nervous is because they were making stupid mistakes. When you make stupid mistakes, you're giving 3 points, and फिर उसके बाद लोग जब rhythm में आते हैं, लोग फोड़ देते. Bro, look at the amount of unforced errors by both Tone Chirag and the other guy, bro. Both of them made so many unforced errors. भाई एक उन्हें रिटर्न ही नहीं करा सर. I don't know what happened. Got blind in the light or thing, and 2-3 times लिटा दिए उन्हें. दूसरा तो बंदा पीछे से ऐसा शॉट खेलने जा रहा. Why just played normal badminton, bro? Like, I did much better. The world number three, these guys.
yeah,
It's
what
so
about
sad, man.
yeah, losing to Belgium 2-1?
That again, I'm not that sad about that. I expected it. This I did not expect. This badminton thing I did not expect. It's like, I'm not saying like a killer Olympics and nobody just like, but I'm just very disappointed because I expected so much more. हॉकी में मैं आपको पहले से बोल दिया कि बेल्जियम से मुश्किल होने वाला है, और आप बोले नहीं न्यूजीलैंड को मार दें, इन लोगों को भी मार देंगे, ये वो क्रिकेट लेके समझ रहे थे. मैं पहले से बोला था आई डिडंट हैव अ प्रॉब्लम विद देम लूजिंग टू बेल्जियम. आई काइंड ऑफ एक्सपेक्टेड इट. But I did not expect these two guys to play like that.
What about the Turkey shooter जो किराक बजा रहा है और
That was nice. That was crazy. आके without glasses I खाली ठाक 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 सिल्वर उठा लिया.
एक कबाब बनाओ साइड में बोल दिया उन्हें किसी को, एंड ही वन अ सिल्वर मेडल मैन। लाइक नींद में से उठ के ट्रैक पैंट पहन के आ गए और तुर्की वाले, एंड ही जस्ट डिसाइडेड कि ही वांट टू विन अ मेडल टुडे, मे बी द सिल्वर वन, एंड आल्सो गोल्ड मेडल। आई थिंक जो जीते इट वाज फ्रॉम टर्की एज वेल, राइट? आई थिंक आई एम नॉट
Was
रॉन्ग,
it?
yeah, bronze, yeah, because the other one were holding a medal and they were from Turkey. I
मैं
didn't see
अभी ड्रेसेज देख रहा हूँ.
message का थोड़ा बहुत मेरे को आइडिया आ रहा धीरे धीरे कि क्या है वो exactly
But
क्या।
yeah, no man, like I'm very very disappointed with the badminton. Hopefully Sindhu can change my mood. She's playing in like in an hour, right?
Okay,
Huh? Yeah,
yeah,
hopefully she can change my mood, bro. Like, because like these guys, they really made me sad. I was so into the game,
वो टेबल
and
का भी she also got
yeah, table tennis का देखो मेरे को उतना वो मैच क्रेजी था. The Japanese versus the Korean, that was the next level. That was the best table tennis game I've seen in my life. It was.
मैंने वो
उन्हें 3-0 जीत रही थी कोरियन. Three
yeah,
sets to zero. Japanese made it 3-3. Then it went to deuce 2 or 3 times. The Japanese actually had two match points, and then the Korean held on and she won. That was an incredible game. And then I switched to these guys, bro, and I expected them to win, and they lost. I mean, Gopi Chand beach mein aa raha tha. Like, I think the coach is the other guy. He's just there as a mentor or something. But very sad, man. Very sad. Because इतने जब उम्मीद रखते हैं, and they're actually very good players, man. They just made unforced errors. Like, what can you do? I think it was the pressure, like probably nerves that got to them.
yeah, 100%। I mean उसका जीतना था, like the first set जो तरीके से खेले, वो intensity
Yeah.
हुए चलना था। They just got flustered, they made unforced errors, जैसा आप बोले। particularly serve में बहुत बार return करने में गलतियां करा चिराग, and that was what was like a little annoying. He was
Yeah, no, body pe le liya shutter. Like, these are just simple shots. He was like trying to do something fancy. Body pe le liya. Positioning bhi, agar aap dekho, it wasn't bad. But then they were towards the end, because of the mistakes that they made, they just got exposed, man. And they should have won. I think they should have won the. Okay, ठीक है, आप एक गेम हार गए, तीसरा गेम तो जीत जाना था. But that's where nerves. comes into play, and I think they just and that's why that second game for me was very important. And I think don't make the stupid mistakes, don't, because look, neck and neck जा रहे थे. Then he made two, three stupid mistakes,
अच्छा,
Chirag, and one he made also Reddy, and then they just screwed the game over, bro.
one thing that was funny, जब वो साइड पे थे, they were 10-11 like leading, and ये साइड आते कि like I don't know if this was a different end में
I
कुछ
don't believe that shit. No, no, they just made mistakes.
in the faster end, मेरे को तो समझ में नहीं आया वो, like I don't know if it makes a difference if you change codes, maybe it does like for some, but I don't know personally ऐसा होता कुछ
Yeah,
था.
but at this level, for us, yes, but at this level, it can't be an excuse. For us, it will make a difference. हम लोग like अगर कोई हिल रहा भी तो side screen में हम लोग परेशान में आते हैं, like, but for them at this professional level, that's not an excuse. But for us, yes, like if we play, then थोड़ा बहुत रहता, like ये end से खेलना है, वो end से खेलना है.
No,
But
no, they,
Bro, these guys are world number three, man. Faiz. Like they're not like it's not a joke. They're like very good badminton players, and the way they were playing, I thought they smashed them. Like especially the first game, the first set you mentioned, the
hmm.
first set they completely they were on fire, and then everything went to and it was silly mistakes, bro. The last set, उन लोग कितना जीते थे? 14-11 they were winning.
Hmm.
14-11, that's a very good lead. They're going like in that third set. All you need 1 or 2 points. They just like 5 points in a row they conceded after that. Like, what do you want? Like, it was very, very disheartening. I was heartbroken, man. The
What
last
about
time I felt like this is when Sindhu lost, like in the but at least she won the silver, but she lost the gold medal match.
yeah, what about Lakshya Sen? He beat his own compatriot Pranoy and two straight sets मार दिया उन्हें. He's into the quarterfinals of
Yeah.
men's, तो अच्छा है. Like when single में he's gone to the quarterfinals, beating an Indian obviously. एक और medal का chance तो मारते हुए गया रहा, but देखेंगे अब रात में पीवी सिंधु का भी मैच है. She's playing some Chinese chick called Bing Jiao. तो देखेंगे 10 बजे रात
What
को.
is her ranking?
Who's
I
ranked?
know this woman.
Bing Jiao, I
I
think. Checking. Sixth in the world.
Tough game.
Tough
I
game.
know this woman, bro.
10th, but like I think what I've seen is Sindhu's matches उसकी height advantage अच्छी है like Sindhu, but I mean reach के लिए मुश्किल होता है when you have to go down, but I think अगर आप ऊपर के शॉट बोलो तो height advantage अच्छा है सिंधु को, like she's managing to get a lot of power and stuff, but झुक के जब डाल रहे उसको तो पिंडे में जाने में. So वो something that you'll probably have to look into, but yeah आप देखेंगे आज पूरा दिन बैट फॉर ओलंपिक्स था. Maybe like लक्ष्य का एक मैच अच्छा था, it was good. स्वप्निल का ब्रॉन्ज मेडल, थर्ड ब्रॉन्ज मेडल फॉर इंडिया. I think कल
That
या
was good, yeah.
मानिका का अपॉर्चुनिटी आएंगी. सॉरी मानिका बोल रहा हूँ मैं. अच्छा नेम ब्रो.
Manu.
मन्नू या
Manu Vakar. Manu Vakar.
मानिका the badminton.
She's the table tennis.
Yeah,
She's the
Mannu
table tennis. Yeah.
has another opportunity at winning another medal. So let's see if that's a gold this time.
Yeah, I mean, she has a good chance of winning gold actually. So let's see. Like, hopefully, wishing her the best. Only 3 medals. In look, yaar, the thing, the sports I like, badminton, like table tennis, I had no problem because I knew they're playing tougher opposition. मगर वो badminton का अभी भी बुरा लग रहा है, man. I hope these guys do well because it will be tough. Even for Lakshya Sen, it will be tough. He's going to be up against a tough opponent, right, in the quarterfinals, and then in the even Sindhu, if she wins this is quarterfinal. Sindhu ka?
The round of I'm not sure. I think round of 30.
If it's around 60, oh, then it's 32.
No, no, 16 I think.
Then it's still a long way to go. The quarterfinal be manna hai, phir yeah, it's still a long way.
Yeah. CR7 fan, yes sir, of course CR7 fan. दोनों है actually. दूसरे मानेंगे नहीं.
Cristiano Ronaldo, yeah. CR7. श्रेयांश भाई कैसे हैं आप? ठीक ठाक? कैसी है तबीयत? Hope you're excited for the series
फैन
starting tomorrow.
फैन कौन है? मेसी के फैन तो मैं तो मेसी को अप्रिशिएट कर दो, बट फैन नहीं मेसी का.
Yeah, I like Messi, I like Ronaldo, but I'm like not crazy about both of them. I just like them as players.
यस. आप काय के फैन है?
I'm
आप
a
रोनाल्डो के है, मेसी के, and someone else, Shant भाई, let us know. And yeah, so I mean lots of things to look forward to. So IPL के बारे में और मालूम होगा in the days to come. What finally are the rules? जैसे आप बोल दिए कि भाई एक वीक का टाइम दो मेरे को, मैं फटाफट स्क्रिप्ट लिख के आपको दे देता हूँ कि क्या है क्या नहीं है. एंड
तो end of August तक मालूम हो जाएगा हमारे को, right? Rules?
एंड ऑफ अगस्त क्या, अभी सेकंड वीक ऑफ अगस्त में मालूम है. एक हफ्ता होना हमको, इन अ वीक्स टाइम बोले, बट आई एम नॉट श्योर इफ दैट वीक्स अ वीक और मे बी 2 weeks, बट mid August मालूम हो जाएंगे आपको. India plays Sri Lanka tomorrow, so we'll stick to that. Press conference भी के बारे में बात करें. KL Rahul versus Pant, everything, strategy, stuff like that. So pretty much we've covered everything else and the Olympics as well, where you're still upset about Swastik and Chirag getting knocked out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that pretty much wraps things up. Unless you have anything else to discuss, sir.
No, man, excited for the Sindhu game and then excited for the match tomorrow. One day, Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli coming back, Kuldeep Bhai coming back, Shreyas Iyer, KL Rahul. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Watching India play is always fun, and hopefully we get to see something exciting tomorrow and a good game of cricket. Hopefully rain stays away or फिर yeah, Olympics तो चलते जा रहा. And it's a good distraction as we get into that Premier League season as well. So it's good. Like I'm enjoying it so far, the sports.
यार वो यूरो इंजर हो गया भाई. He got for like
Yeah. That was he got injured like in the last game, the Arsenal wala, and then they showed him on crutches like yesterday or day before.
अरे मटाट से लाइक जो रूनी को हुआ था वो एक इंजरी हो गई और फिर रैशफोर्ड भी कल लिम्प कर रहा था. अपने एक दोस्त गए वहाँ पे मैच को गए थे एंड ही वाज टेलिंग अस राइट लाइक रैशफोर्ड इज लिम्पिंग आउट ऑफ द गेम. एंड उसके बाद आपके रैशफोर्ड हो गया. रैस्मस हॉयलैंड आल्सो आउट फॉर 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So we're injury FC now. So let's see how we overcome that. But yes, thank you everybody for joining us. Like, subscribe, and share करते रहिए and chasing the target को देखते रहिए for the latest updates in cricket and most probably in different sports now that we're discussing Olympics also, football also. So yeah, stay tuned and thank you so much. Good night.
Thank you.